I thought our I thought our guys really competed and battled, and particularly on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, obviously they're a hard team to guard, and obviously the number of threes that they're taking. But looking down the stat sheet, I thought we defended the line pretty well, considering the fact they took 42, and I thought our half-court defense was pretty good as well. I thought the difference in the game was the fact that we turned it over 17 times and the number of points they scored off our turnovers. And then the second piece of that was, and I think I talked about this before the game, was the fact that their ability to take a lot of threes and rebound a lot of long misses. And they did a great job of doing that again. And I thought those two areas really were challenging for us. But our guys battled to give themselves a chance to get back into the game.
Hey, Billy. What went into the decision to sit Steven for most of the fourth?
Well, we made a little bit of a run there, and we were really, I thought, getting hurt a little bit on pick and roll, just because we had to send so many guys up to the ball. And I thought Capella and Nene got behind our head and got some layups. So, I think coming out of a timeout, maybe it was a 4 or 5 point game. I thought it was an opportunity just to say, okay, we're going to go small and switch everything because they called a timeout. It was more of an ATO timeout defense. And then it went well. It started to go well for us, and we just kind of kept playing small. It kind of forced them to go small, and then it enabled us to switch, a lot more, because I thought Harden did a nice job in terms of hitting rollers, giving up 3-point shots. And that's really kind of what happened in there in that third quarter when they went on a run, is that they started spraying the ball around. And because we were in coverages and our guys were being pulled in to help on the rolls, and we were giving up threes, and if we were staying out on the threes, we were giving up some twos. So it was just really nothing more than ATO for them coming out, like just going, we're going to switch everything and try to take them away. And then we got to stop. A couple of good things happened, and just kind of went with it.
And as for the turnovers, was there a common thread that you saw there, or was it just kind of general?
I give them credit. I thought they were really aggressive. In the game. And I thought their aggressiveness really, the slapping and the reaching, and the offensive rebounding and their physicality in the game, I thought was a big part of the turnover part for us. And that's an area that we probably got to do a better job. And I think that's been an area for us we've been up and down with a little bit this year. But it wasn't, like 17 doesn't necessarily seem like a lot. It's just the fact that what the turnovers led to. It led to an enormous amount of points for them.
Coach, down the stretch, up until the last possession, seemed like you guys kept going downhill, and nothing would go for you around the rim. Anything that you noticed during that stretch, or just bounce of the ball?
I thought we got the ball where we wanted to. The last two possessions, in particular, the underneath out of bounds play was 16 minutes. I mean, I think we got the ball right where we wanted to for Russell. We got it to him in a really, really good spot. And I couldn't tell from where I was standing if the ball had gotten slapped out of his hands or he kind of just lost it himself. But I think we had him right where we wanted to have him there, and then he kind of got pulled out, and then he was just trying to manufacture a shot. I didn't want to burn another timeout at that point in time with one left. But I think I felt like we got Russell the ball in a pretty good spot for himself of where he can play and create and make some things happen. And just unfortunately, he lost control of the ball a little bit because I think he had it right where we wanted him to get it.
Nick kind of touched on it there, Billy, but the possessions leading up to that, were you happy with the offense? Russ got 2 looks at the rim. Victor got to the rim, couldn't finish.
Yeah, we got to the rim. I'll see the tape. Again, I think when we're playing downhill down at the basket, I really thought we made some really nice extra passes. Ball went to the pocket. We skipped to the corner. We took some corner threes. I thought Victor got downhill a few times. Russell got downhill. I mean, we did miss some bunnies around the basket when we got close. And then there was some shots, I think, where maybe one more pass would have been a little bit more helpful. But I thought we were trying to play the right way and trying to do the right things. And, it was one of those games that was a little bit strange just because, in pick and roll coverage, they were jumping far out at times. Sometimes they were back. They were trying to be really, really aggressive. We kind of hurt them on rolls to the basket with Steven. They hurt us on rolls. When we got pulled into the basket, they made 3. So it was very, very similar, I thought, the way both teams were trying to score. But I thought there were some key moments, coming down the stretch especially in the fourth quarter, that we gave up offensive rebounds. You know, that hurt us there a little bit. And but you know, we Anthony Morrow did a great job on the last play of spraying out. He just couldn't quite get out there quick enough, and I thought he was open for a second. I'm not so sure he would have got a great look off anyway, but they kind of had lost him on some of the screening action, and Russell, I think, found him, which was, or Victor found him, which was good because they ran two people at Russell. You know, it was just we didn't get out there quick enough. Like I said, the possession before, I thought Russell got the ball in a really good spot. And then I think the possessions before that, we were playing downhill, and we were at the rim. We just couldn't finish some plays.
Anyone else? All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.